Okay, we're live now, Chairman.
Thank you very much, everyone, for joining tonight's meeting. Can I have apologies, first of all, please?
We've got apologies from Julie Henderson.
Apologies from Councillor Tommy Cooney.
Anybody else? Is that it? First item on the agenda is declaration of interest. Anybody? Anything to declare? I'll take that as no. Thank you. Public question time. Next item. I don't think we have anybody from the public, do we, Jane?
No, we've no request for public question time.
Minutes of the last meeting.
Move him, Chairman.
I'll second it. Yeah. Everybody in favour of that? Thank you. I'll take that as yes. Progress report.
Move it, Chairman.
Yeah. Everybody happy with that? Yeah. Thank you. Police issues.
Neil McGowan had his hand up. Oh, he's taking it down now.
Sorry.
No, it's up.
It's up. Neil, go on.
Yeah, I've been contacted by PCSO Holly Mae Pinder. Basically, she's asked me to pass on this message. PCSO Holly Mae Pinder and her colleague apologised that they couldn't be here this evening as they only got the invitation beginning of their shift, and has tried her best to send a written report via email, but for technical difficulties the email kept on coming back rejected. She does ask if the council would like police updates on issues. Could the council please send her the invitation a few days earlier to give her time to arrange a detailed report and to make time to attend the meeting? But she has sent 2 updates. The team have been out learning on how to use the speed camera equipment, and the plan is to be out next week in areas pointed out by residents via their Facebook page that are considered to be problem areas. If councillors have any areas that need attention of the team, don't hesitate to contact Holly via her email address. The last update on antisocial behaviour. Logs have indicated that there is a drop in antisocial behaviour compared with recent months. This is mainly due to the lack of fireworks sales. As we all know, this was the main contributor to the recent issues regarding antisocial behaviour. If there's any questions in regards to that, she says if you could email her, she'll be happy to get back to you. That's basically it. Thank you.
Thank you very much for that, Neil. Anybody wants to make any comments or anything, or can we move on to the next item, which is planning applications? No, we'll move on then. First application in front of us is for 174 Railway Street, Nelson. Change of use from dwelling to retail. It used to be shop, then they got planning permission to change it into a residential property. Now somebody's bought it and they want it changing back. Can I just point out that if it is down for a refusal, if you are minded to approve it, it will go to policy and resources, as there are a number of properties, number of shops empty in the town centre, and it is must that they are occupied first before basically allowing any of these properties to change the use into retail. Anybody? I see 2 hands up.
Chairman, you do have a speaker on this.
Pendleborough Council.
Thank you very much, Jane.
Is now joining.
We have a speaker. Is it Umar Farouk? Mr. Umar Farouk?
Hi, it's yeah, I'm present. I'm not speaking, but I'm available for questions.
Okay, fair enough.
Okay.
I see George Adam with his hand up. Go on, George.
Thank you, Chair. I'll just ask Mr. Farouk first. Just whereabouts is this shop? Is it below Chapel House Road?
It's on the corner of Chapel House Road.
On the corner of Chapel House Road. Which side?
Yeah. As you're going up Railway Street, it's on the right-hand side.
I know it's on the right-hand side, but there's two corners. Is it the far corner or the near corner?
It's the corner closest to the town centre, towards the town centre.
Right. I believe that used to be a flat. Am I right?
I think it's part dwelling, and the applicant alleges that it was a shop when he moved in.
Yeah, I mean, I've never known that one to be a shop, to be honest, for many years. But I'm not disputing that it was a shop, but
it's been vacant for many years, but it has a traditional shop front.
Right. Okay.
And I think that was changed. That was changed last year to a UPVC shop front. So.
Okay.
Okay.
Saqib, you're on mute. Saqib, you're on mute.
Sorry about that. Mr. Farouk will let you come in if any of the members want to ask you a question. Please avoid just a discussion on the application. Alex, can I bring you in first, please?
Yes, thank you, Chair. Through you. Just to address one point on that, there was an application submitted in 2017 and approved to change the use of the shop area of the building to part of the dwelling that was already there. In that application, it was stated that that room at the front of the property, the shop area, had been used for domestic purposes for 15 years at that point. So it was a retrospective application. As soon as that permission was granted, that use came into effect because it was submitted on the basis that it was already in that use. So the lawful use of the whole of the building is domestic rather than being retail. And just to reiterate what the chairman said, this would be a significant departure from policy if the committee resolved to approve it, and therefore would need to go to Policy and Resources Committee.
I don't see anybody else's hand up unless you can see, Jane. Two more hands up.
Yeah, there's Councillor Adam.
Yeah, thanks. Thanks, Chairman. I mean, I'm aware of this particular premises, and it's quite a prominent premises on Railway Street. And obviously, as leader of the council, clearly we want businesses to relocate into the town centre. But I understand that there was a additional information provided to us earlier today via email, and having read that, the concept of town centre shoppings certainly over the last 12 months has disappeared, because as more and more people tend to go online and look to their local neighbourhood shops, that is at the detriment of the town centre. Now, this particular premises, I understand from reading the application, is for a mobile phone repair shop. I understand the applicant operates or works somewhere else and wants to open this in the late afternoon into the evenings. by which time our town centre is closed at 5 o'clock predominantly. So taking that into account, Chairman, on the balance of what's before us, I personally don't see a problem in terms of us supporting this. I understand that it will go to policy committee and, we'll have the further discussion there. But for the purposes of this meeting, I'm content to move that we approve the application, subject to standard conditions and timings being inserted by planning. But they don't need to do that at this stage. Obviously, it will go to policy anyway.
Thank you for that. Councillor Nadeem Ahmed.
Town centre, but I think, having said that, that needs to be, each application has to be considered on its own information and its own merits. And having said that, this site has been used for retail purposes in the past. I think them circumstances should be taken into consideration whether we decide to approve it or not, and whether that is we consider that to be a breach of the council policy or not. Secondly, I think in terms of highways, no objections have been raised by LCC. I don't think there's any complaints from any of the neighbours. So I'm more than happy to second Councillor Iqbal's motion.
Anybody else? George, Councillor George Adam. You muted, George.
George, you've muted yourself. We can't hear you.
Right, sorry about that. The reason why I asked whereabouts on Railway Street it was is because we used to get street maps with our planning applications, which made it a lot easier for people that didn't know the area. So I'm just wondering, is there any reason why we shouldn't get those back?
I'm sure that can be sorted. Alex?
Chair.
Yeah.
Sorry for late. My phone was dead. I put it on charge and I'm back on now.
That's fine, Mr. Aslam. Councillor Aslam. Alex, any chance we can include that, please?
It's not something I'm personally involved with. I think we'd have to consult with Jane and see why the maps have been removed. Maps, the location plans are available for all applications on our website. All of them. It's probably best for councillors to have a look at the plans before committee to familiarise themselves with the site before the committee meeting.
Councillor George Adam.
Yeah, I must say that I did look at the plans. I always do, but it's much easier looking at the road map.
Okay, thank you. Councillor Nadeem Ahmed.
I'm with George on this one. I think we definitely should have the maps attached to the reports. There's absolutely no reason why they shouldn't be. So I think it's more, rather than us asking, I think we are requiring the plans to be attached to future reports to this committee.
Yeah, we'll look into it. That's fine. Anybody else before we go to vote? No. So with the proposal with the front of us is from Councillor Iqbal, seconded by Councillor Nadeem Ahmed, to approve this application. And obviously, as we are aware, that it will go to Policy and Resources. So all those in favour of this application, Jane, can you call the names out, please, if you don't mind?
Yes, Chairman. If you are in favour of approving the application, please say for. If you're against, say against. Councillor Adam.
For.
Councillor Ahmed.
For.
Councillor Ali.
For.
Councillor Amma. Councillor Amma.
Not present.
No. Councillor Ansar. Don't think she's present. Councillor Aslam.
Yes. For.
Councillor Iqbal.
For.
Councillor Mahmood.
For.
Councillor McGowan.
For.
Councillor Saqib.
For.
Councillor Shaw.
For.
Councillor Tennant.
For.
Councillor Wicks.
Sheila?
Muted, Councillor Wicks.
Councillor Wicks.
You on mute, Sheila?
Councillor Wicks. Councillor Amma.
Sheila, we can't hear you. We know you're there.
Well, if she sticks a thumb up or down, then that should indicate which way she wants to vote.
I can't see her, so.
All right, I can see her.
Amr is raising his hand. Councillor Amr? For. Right. Thank you.
The application has been approved. There's been nobody want to refuse the application, Chairman.
Right. Thank you. That's right. Okay. We'll move on to the second application, which is for erection of single-story rear extension at 19 Selby Street, Nelson. Anybody from Clover Hill want to take lead on this? Well, I'll do it then. This single-story extension is for a disabled person from Peterborough Council to make a wet room downstairs. It is a little bit bigger than what we normally allow. We allow 4 meters, but this is 4.8 meter deep. But the gardens are 4.8 meters. So had they left a bit of space, I don't think they'll be able to get the wheelchair in and out or a turning circle within the bedroom. So even though it is down for approval, down for refusal, but I'll move from the chair that it is approved.
Happy to second that, Chairman. It's Councillor Ali.
Right, okay. Councillor Saqib and Councillor Zafarulli. That's fine. Jen, do you want to?
Alex has got his hand up, Chairman.
Oh, sorry, I can't see him. Alex, please.
Through you, Chair. This application, it's a relatively balanced recommendation because there's a situation with this site that they could build an extension under permitted development rights, which would be quite similar to what's proposed, but a bit thinner. So there's a circumstance where there's a fallback position that would be equally as harmful to the neighbour. So taking that into account, this wouldn't be required to go to Policy and Resources Committee, whereas normally an extension of that length would.
Right. Okay. Councillor Zafarulli, do you want to speak, or are you okay now?
No, I'm fine with that, Chairman. I stand by my second motion on that.
Okay. Jen, all those in favour of this application, please, Jen, if you can call their names out.
All those in favour, please say for. All those against, please say against. Councillor Adam?
For.
Councillor Ahmed?
For.
Councillor Ali?
For.
Councillor Amma?
For.
Councillor Aslam?
For.
Councillor Iqbal?
For.
Councillor Mahmood?
4.
Councillor McGowan,
4.
Councillor Saqib,
4.
Councillor Shaw,
4.
Councillor Tennant,
4.
Councillor Wicks.
4. I was for the earlier one as well, but I was having trouble unmuting.
Okay, that's unanimous.
Thank you for that. Third application we've got is a partial change of use from shop to hot food takeaway at 119 to 121 Leeds Road, Nelson. I believe we have two speakers for this application, Mr. Umar Farouk and Mohammed Kashif. Mr. Farouk, do you want to say something, or are you happy?
No, I'm just here available for any questions, but I'm present. That's all.
Right. Then do we know if Mr. Kashif is with us?
Yeah, I'm available to speak. I've got a few points that I need to point out to all the councillors.
Right. Yeah, that's fine. Go for it, Kashif.
Yeah. Good evening, dear committee. My name is Mohammed Kashif, and I am speaking on behalf of my applicant, who's my father. I would like to discuss the route we have taken to get to this point. Therefore, we have pointed out. So we appointed our agent to prepare and submit a full application for the charge of use from A1 to our takeaway. The application has gone through the process, and according to the local policy, the planning officer is able to support the application with a recommendation for approval. I understand the council has received some objections from local residents, and I am interested if I can see any of those concerns raised. Point number 1, noise and antisocial behavior. We cannot control what has already happened in this area before we arrive. However, we will place signs within our shops for our customers to accept our neighbors as they leave. Our staff will also be asked to leave and enter the premises without causing disturbance to any nearby residents. Point number 2, parking. Also, formally, we have no parking associated with the premises under this tenancy. There's a bank of road parking for 5 cars available to the site on Queens Road. This bank is there's no through road on this. This would be suitable for short 10 to 15 minute stops. Point number 3, litter. Residents have complained about litter being dropped by other takeaway users. We will provide 2 bins within our takeaway for people to use, and we regularly empty those bins. Point number 4. Point number 4 is outdoors from cooking. We have a flue extraction system designed by a specialist, which has to be passed by the council. The flue will filter outdoors, leaving our kitchen. To conclude, I would like to state we are a proactive business people and would not want to harm or upset our new neighbors. We will consider them in our setting up and running our new venture. Thank you.
Right, thank you for that. Right, Jane, I can't see anybody's hand up. Do we have anybody?
I've got my hand up.
Councillor Ahmed.
Councillor Ahmed, you're the first.
I think this is a straightforward one, Mr. Chairman. I think the recommendation is for approval, so I'm happy to move that. Thank you.
Right, thank you. Yeah, I'll move it. I'll second it from the chair. I'm happy to do that. Is there anybody else who wants to speak? I can't see anybody's hand. No.
Chairman, can I just? It's Councillor Ali.
I'm sorry. Yep.
Just more for clarity, whereabouts is this on Leeds Road? Again, same issue with we don't have the location map. Whereabouts is it? What's the closest
opposite Papa?
Zafar Ali is opposite the MOT Centre on Leeds Road.
Kashif?
Yep.
We'll ask you, if we need to ask you any question, we'll ask you.
Right.
It's opposite to Papa's at the corner. There's only one property there.
Right. Thank you, Chairman.
Jen, do we have anybody else to speak?
Nobody's got their hands up at the moment.
Right, okay. If you can call the names out, those in favor of the application for approval.
Okay, if you're for the application, please say for. If you're against. Councillor Adam.
For.
Councillor Ahmed.
For.
Councillor Ali.
For.
Councillor Amma.
For.
Councillor Aslam.
For.
Councillor Iqbal.
For.
Councillor Mahmood.
For.
Councillor McGowan.
Against.
Councillor Saqib.
For.
Councillor Shaw.
For.
Councillor Tennant.
For.
Councillor Wicks.
For.
That's approved, Chairman.
Right, thank you. Yeah, that's fine. We'll move on to the next one now. This is erection of two-story rear extension with first floor roof lift at 29 Cozy Foot, Nelson. Councillor George Adam, this is your area. Do you want to take lead?
You've got a speaker. Saqib, you've got a speaker.
Of course, sorry, we do have a speaker. County Councillor Azhar Ali. Is he still with us?
I am. Can you hear me?
Yeah, Councillor Azhar Ali, please.
Okay. Thank you very much, Chairman. This particular property on Cozy Foot, if those people who know the area and the ward councillors know that in and around Cozy Foot, Queensgate, Lancaster Gate, and Dunderdale, a lot of the houses have had some changes, alterations, additions of dormers. There's some houses with cladding, some with care end, all sorts. It's a mishmash of a palette. There's planning on the streets. I went to have a look at this originally when they did the first first round of drawings, and they had a rear balcony and extension at the back, which would mean that houses at the back will be lost. Taken out now, gone. And I looked at the drawings and I've been on site and I've looked at the house. Actually, the way it makes it one house, well, the garage has been for bedrooms. I also went around today to have a look around the area to look at what other houses are any similar, and there are houses there with care end, some with ash, some with all different coloured claddings, and there's only a house just around the corner from there which has just is being done at the moment, and they were putting care end on in a cream colour. I actually think the way the house is set back, it'll make a real difference to the area. It's not going to stand out like a sore thumb, but I think it'll actually improve the area. And people in those houses, the only way to extend the garage, you've given plan and they've been extended, and it's in keeping with the other houses adjacent to it. Obviously, there will be conditions, I'm sure, around colours of care end, etc. But I really do think it'll make a big difference to the area, and it won't be out of keeping with the surrounding. Thank you very much.
I see Councillor Iqbal's hand up. Councillor Iqbal?
No, George is before me.
Sorry, I can't see George at all. So, Councillor George Adam.
Right, thank you, Chairman. Yeah, I did download the plans. Well, I downloaded them on the computer. I couldn't print them off because there was far too much. On the plans, it does look big, as the building. And no doubt we can't have site visits now with this COVID. Otherwise, I might have asked for a site visit. But I don't have a problem with anyone bettering their property. And in that area, I mean, there are other properties, as County Councillor Ali has said that have had loads of extensions and additions and what have you. So I won't have a problem. I was just wondering, ask you, Jane, would this go to development control, to whatever it goes to, if it's approved?
Councillor George Adam, it will not go to Policy and Resources Committee if you mind to approve it.
Okay. Thank you.
Chairman, me next.
Yeah.
Yeah, Chairman, taking on board what Councillor George Adam has said, I mean, I've also had a look at the plans and studied them. I mean, George is right, they're on paper, they look quite big, but if you read the detail of the report in terms of what is proposed, I think it will really be an addition to that particular area. And as we're all aware, having served on this committee for a number of years, there's a lot of people who have moved into that area who are spending significant amounts of their own money to enhance the appearance of their properties, and you know, credit to them in this current climate. So I'm more than happy to second Councillor George Adam in approving the application, and obviously Alex can sort out the conditions in terms of materials and stuff as he pleases.
I see Councillor Nadeem Ahmed with his hand up.
Yes.
Councillor Nadeem Ahmed.
Yes, thank you, Chairman. Again, happy to support this application. I think when we're looking at extensions, although on the plans it does seem quite a large extension to the existing property, but I think we've got to take into consideration the locality in terms of the existing properties in that area, and also in terms of the extensions which have already been carried out, as mentioned by County Councillor Azhar Ali. So I think looking at the overall area in terms of the existing properties, the extensions which have been carried out in the area, I don't see a particular problem with this one, so happy to support it, Chairman.
Right. Jane, is there anybody else who wants to speak?
Councillor Mahmood.
Councillor Mahmood, please.
Yeah, thank you, Chairman. Yeah, no, just briefly, I'm happy to support the application for approval as well. I think we approved something that was very similar about 2 years ago, further down the on the same road, and I think it would be sensible with the information that's provided for approval. So happy to support it.
Right. Okay. Good. Anybody else? No. Right. Okay. We'll go to vote then. All those in favour of approving this application, Jane, if you can call their names.
Thank you, Chairman. If you're in favour, please say for. If you're against. Councillor Adam.
For.
Councillor Ahmed.
For.
Councillor Ali.
For.
Councillor Amma.
For.
Councillor Aslam.
For.
Councillor Iqbal.
For.
Councillor Mahmood.
For.
Councillor McGowan.
For.
Councillor Saqib.
For.
Councillor Shaw.
Abstention.
Councillor Tennant.
For.
Councillor Wicks.
For.
That's approved, Chairman.
That is approved. Okay. Thank you for that. That is approved. We'll move on to appeals. I've seen something. Just one second, please.
Move it be noted, Chairman.
Yeah. Everyone happy with that? That course of action, yeah. Okay, we noted. Item 7, enforcement, unauthorized usage.
Move the report.
Anybody? No? Thank you. Capital program. Councillor Iqbal?
Yeah, Chairman, you've only got £1 to spend, so we'll save that for Christmas for the New Year party for the Kerry Committee. So I'll just
You
note the
mean
report
what?
at this stage. In terms of the bid that we've got, can I just move that we note that for this stage, and then we'll review it next month.
Councillor Iqbal, Councillor Iqbal, I think we've got £1,000, by the way. Second page, third line. Balance for 2021. Not £1. Yeah, that's fine.
If that's the case, then Chairman, can I allocate that £1,000 to the town centre control parking zone bid?
Just 1 second.
And the reason for that, Chairman, is as the report says, and one of the main complaints that we get from both councillors and residents is where people are abusing the parking system, and I think this will. The county have done most of the work. This is just the signing and stuff. So if we contribute, and hopefully the town council will look to allocate a bit of funding, then we could start dealing with some of these culprits who park where they shouldn't be parking.
Chairman, can I come in?
Councillor Iqbal, I'm not sure actually what's happening here, which area they're trying to control, and so. Who's
Chairman? The report tells you where it is. It's the town centre, so Market Street, Market Square, Leeds Road, Manchester Road, the junctions with Car Road, New Scotland Road. It's on the report.
Yeah, you know, I see that, but what exactly are they going to be doing though? It's already been.
As the report says. As the report says, Chairman.
Can I ask Councillor Zafar Ali to come in first, and then we'll have a discussion? Yeah.
Yeah, thank you, Chairman. This bid has already been before Nelson Town Council's Finance Committee. I appreciate your question on this, Chairman, in terms of what it does, but Councillor Iqbal, as he's pointed out, Section E obviously sets out the brief of the project, that the funding will cover the capital costs of the supply and installation of the relevant signage. I know Councillor Iqbal has quite confidently stated that the Town Council might also look to contribute towards this project, but you know, colleagues need to be minded that whilst there's an ongoing bid in relation to the improvements bid for the town centre, it's absolutely essential that we try and maintain and have a welcoming atmosphere in the town centre. And insofar as parking goes, unfortunately, there are culprits who tend to park wherever they want. So I'm hoping the town council for the bid. I'm not here tonight with my town council, so it'd be down to our colleagues at the town council to discuss. Albeit, I may well be confident that we can get it resolved from a funding angle.
Councillor Asjad Mahmood.
Thank you, Chairman. Yeah, just to clarify, my ward initiative money, I don't think I've put a bid in for this year, this financial year. Just want to clarify that because the balance is showing as 0. It should be 300.
Sorry, where is showing 0, Asjad?
The
Chairman,
I'll follow. Number 10.
Chairman, I'll check with the relevant officer for Asjad for the next meeting, if that's okay.
Yeah.
Not like Asjad to be spending his money so quickly.
No, that's not okay. Let Jane look into it.
That's fine. I was only saving Jane the time.
Yeah, yeah.
Can I seek clarification? Iqbal, I know you're clued up with these things. The next item is we've got £11,000 coming from the Pendle Council to spend on the town centre. Can we not have the money from there for the town centre rather than giving this £1,000?
Chairman, with respect, I don't think you can, because that money that the centre's allocated to is for the reopening of the high street. And I mean, if you've got £1,000 to allocate, and I'd suggest you do that, because I think straight after Christmas, you as chairman of that particular working group are going to come bring a report to the next meeting, where you may potentially look to spend all of that reopening money. So I would say, I mean, Julie's on the meeting, and I don't think the remit of the high street money can be used for this purpose unless Julie corrects me.
Through you, Chair. Yeah, I agree with Councillor Iqbal. The funding that has come forward under the next item is specifically for COVID-related works rather than this, which we'd be sort of considering as being part of ongoing business.
Yeah, fair enough. Anybody else? Still, I see your hand is still up.
It's only up because he wants his £300.
That's all.
Right, I suppose, well, we need to have a vote, obviously, for that. All those in favour of allocating £1,000 toward the town centre controls parking zone? Jane, can you pull the names out, please, again? Unless anybody have any objections, I'll take that as...
I do, Mr. Chairman. I won't be supporting it. I think there's enough enforcement in that area. I don't think we need any more.
Just to clarify, it's Councillor Ahmed's friends at County Council that have insisted on it. So if he takes it up next time, he's having tea with the leader at County Council. But fine, if he wants to let some people park wherever they want to park and then answer to those people, that's up to him. But I would urge colleagues to support it.
I will not be supporting it as well. So, anybody else?
Chairman, can I just reply, please? I mean, if County Council, that's their decision. I mean, that's not in my control or any of us Nelson councillors, but that's their decision. I think the town centre people are already, the people complain to me that they're coming to the town centre and end up with a ticket. I think in the current climate, I don't think we need enforcement. I think we should be encouraging people to come into the town centre. I agree with Councillor Iqbal in terms of people are abusing it, and there are. I don't doubt that for a second, but I don't think that is a significant problem in that area.
I'll agree to that. Yeah, definitely. Jen, do you want to call the names out? I think we'll go down that route. Get it out of the way.
Yes, Chairman. All those in favour of allocating £1,000 to this project, please say for. Those against, say against. Councillor Adam.
For.
Councillor Ahmed.
Against.
Councillor Ali.
For.
Councillor Ahmed.
For.
Councillor Aslam.
Against.
Councillor Iqbal.
For.
Councillor Mahmood.
For.
Councillor McGowan.
Against.
Councillor Saqib.
Against.
Councillor Shaw.
For.
Councillor Tennant.
For.
Councillor Wicks.
For.
That's 8 for and 4 against. That's carried, Chairman.
Right, thank you. John. And next is item 9, reopening of High Street. And it is the update report we've got. Councillor Iqbal, do you want to take the lead on this? Unless it's somebody else who wants to take the lead. Councillor Neil McGowan.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. At this present time, I'm going to have to respectfully read the law. The wife has to go to work and she's going to be late. So on that, I'd like to say good night to everybody.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks, bye.
Councillor Iqbal. Is even with us? No. Well, it is just here for us to obviously note the report. So we note there is a £11,830 that is going to be spent on COVID-related issues in the town centre, and we will use it. And obviously we've got a deadline as well, 31st of March 2021. So I'm sure we'll find a way to spend the money. Right, okay. And then item 10, outstanding items. Holly Street resident only parking scheme. Anybody? Anybody from Southfield?
Chairman, you'll get reports to future meetings on these items.
Right. Oh, okay, then that's fine. Is that?
Mr. Chairman, can I speak, please?
Yeah, definitely.
Well, one of it's about a business that's going up on every street that's already there, working, using, having people coming in. There's plenty of businesses around every street without any more. And this person, whoever he is, has started it without any consent. They should get the consent first and then start it after they've got the consent. I think it's about time these people were told that they cannot start a business of any description without the council's consent.
Mr. Chairman, what are we discussing? I've lost track,
That's
Mr.
the first
Chairman.
time I've had a chance to come in.
Oh,
yeah, this item is not there, is it now in item 10? I know you have concerns, but we can't start under here, can we?
Right.
So,
well, item 10 is the toilets.
Yeah,
We're going to get at the next meeting. We're going to get a report on the toilet. That won't do. We can't wait to go to the toilet till the next meeting, which will be in January. Something should be done sooner.
Yes. Yeah.
Can I have that put down in writing, please?
Jen, you've got that?
Gone?
No, that's fine. Is that, Kath? I'm so sure we'll look into it.
Mr. Chairman, can I second Councillor Shaw? I think she's right in saying, because it is a real issue which we're having in Nelson, which I think you mentioned last time as well. So we just need to make sure the report does definitely come to the next meeting, please.
Yeah, that's fine. I see Julie's hand up. Go on.
Yeah, Councillor, I was just going to say that the intention is it will come to the next meeting because at the last meeting members asked for some costings to be done. That has been requested of Liberator, so we're just waiting for those costs to come back at the moment, the different options, so you will get a report for the next meeting.
Right, okay, thank you very much for that. Can I just point out that the virus is quite extensive in our area, so everybody please take care, wear face mask and look after yourself and everybody else in the town. Councillor Nadeem Ahmed, you've got your hand up again.
Yeah, I wasn't going to say this, but thank you for raising that issue. And obviously, I speak on behalf of, I think, all the councillors. Sorry about your loss. You've lost your brother this week to COVID, and obviously you can relate and pass the message on better than any of us, certainly myself. So thank you for sending that message to try and protect our community.
Yeah. Thank you very much, everyone, for joining tonight's meeting, and stay safe. Thank you.
Thank you. Good night. Bye.
Good